are here. We are here. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to Tea and Tarot Tuesday. We are in a little bit of a change up of the vibe here, just so I can try and give you a little bit of a different view as well, as allow if Indigo decides he wants to come and hang out. Um, and here comes Tony saying, "What's up? Good morning, good evening to everyone." He's able to roam freely and not feel like he can. So I'm glad that everyone is here. I'm feeling like Miss Cleo once again herself, Miss Cleopatra, and the good old Miss Cleo. But I'm just channeling and tuning into my ancestors these days. Also, I found some of my grandma's jewelry that makes me really happy. That was one of my favorite pastime memories, was spending my days roaming through her jewelry. So her life has her life lives on not only through jewelry, but also through this cat. That's why this is Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle, and he has to be in every single video. So I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you are enjoying your July so far. We are entering in some really beautiful energy for this July season. Cancer new moon is on its way, and we have Cancer new moon portals right now. So the new moon in Cancer will be on July 5th, and this Friday, and I believe it is at um, like 4 in the afternoon for Central Standard Time. So I'll definitely I always give you those updates if I can't exactly remember the details. But either way, um, we're going to be in some really beautiful energy. It's going to be emotional because Cancer is ruled by the moon. So with the moon being in its own sign, um, there's going to be a lot of intuitive awakening, channeling, growing, and just acknowledging what it is that our emotional needs are requiring. Welcome on, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Tea and Tarot Tuesday. And I hope you are ready for this Cancer new moon. I'm really excited to see what kind of energy we have going on for this week, and what kind of emotional needs and emotional guidance can we use for this new moon as I tap into the divine masculine, feminine, collective, and here comes Tony. Mr. Tony Popsicle has to say hello again. And messages from Spirit. We'll see what the messages are from Lemuria. Hi everyone, beautiful flower. Hi PC boy Ryan. Sorry, I can't see it too well. Pro Gamer 1000. Hi, welcome on. Mandy Dell, what are you doing, bro? I'm gonna be pulling some tarot and sipping on the tea of the energy for this new moon in Cancer coming up. Programmer said, I seem to have lost my phone number. Can I have yours? That's a good one. I love when you guys have these funnies. Rodolfo Erdogan says olive oil. Gotta get that olive oil. Anyway. Oh, that's okay. You said about this, but that's all right. We're just chatting. Hello, sister. I said Marble, Marble, sorry if I butchered your name. Hello, sister. Mommy want an energy in the house. Let's get into it. Are you ready? Yes, let's go it. Let's go get it. So remember, the energies this week are going to be in tens. Cancer in the new moon, in its own moon, it's not necessarily intense as much as it is it's going to flow through. Okay, Cancer is a water sign, very intuitive, but also the mother, the nurturer of the zodiac. They're protectors. Cancer rules, the fourth house rules in Cancer, so, or governs Cancer. So that means your home, you might be feeling more in touch or intuitive about making sure your home space is safe, making sure your home space is secure, and it meets your emotional needs. Is it comfortable? Is it peaceful? Do you feel like you can really be yourself, and do you feel relaxed when you're at home? Do you remember, if you have, Cancer in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, you will feel the effects. Not to mention, we have a lot of water signs that are active right now, with Neptune going into retrograde today in the sign of Pisces at the final degree, 29th and the 56th minute. So it is very, very in this kind of stillness, as it is as it is in that ethereal, emotional space. And so let's, we're going to tap in and see what's going on. All love, Captain Collect. Yes, all love. Rodolfo says, read my cards, please. We're going to read them. We're going to read them. All right, so we're doing a collective read. Ben says, can I have a card? Rodolfo says, can you do mine first? All right. If you were trying to taunt an opponent in a fight, would you say yes or show me your moves? That's a question. I don't know what I would do. I'm trying to taunt. It depends on what part of me is trying to talk, because I am an Aries sun, so sometimes that ram can come through, but I'm also a Cancer rising, so sometimes that emotion can come through. So it really just depends. So I will, since even though this is a collective, I'll pull one card for those who asked and just get your vibe for you. I'm gonna pull a Lemuria Oracle, Beyond Lemuria, for you. Okay, so Rodolfo, we'll see how. And then we will get into the reading for the collective, feminine, masculine, the collective, and from spirit. And this will be tuning into the highest energies of those who are tapping in today. So if it resonates with you, it's your reading. Rodolfo, let's see. Okay, we have the sacral chakra. All right, that is the core of creation. If you are familiar with the sacral chakras, then that's your kundalini, right? That's your vibrational, that's your second chakra of embracing the pleasures of life. Okay, blessings, beauties, and benefits, right? So maybe you need to tap into your sacral chakra, tap into the color orange, do some sacral chakra healing, connection, and raise that vibrational frequency. The low vibrations that are associated with the sacral chakra is guilt, through your actions, or feeling like you are not worthy of the values, of the blessings, of the pleasures of life, right? That's conception, that's birth, that's creativity. So tap into that, okay? Okay. On to the next one. We said Ben. I think Ben was next. And then we'll do Sad. And then we'll do the collective, okay? And then I'll have to do a separate live where I do a reading for those who are asking live. All right. All right. So Ben, Spirit says, oh, we got more chakras. I promise you these oracles are not all chakras. But we have the high heart chakra for you, Ben. Really beautiful. Your high heart chakra is the ecstatic bliss. So for you to tap into, I'm hearing get some rose quartz to help with clearing that energy of your high heart, to tap into. Oh, Rodolfo says your favorite color is orange. Well, look at that. Love that. That's perfect. And, with this high heart chakra for Ben, what is it? I'm hearing Lemuria and Spirit say it's time for you to really look into what makes you happy, what brings you bliss, what brings you joy, ecstasy. If it's your bliss work, Tony's all up in this conversation right now. If it's your bliss work, excuse me, Babas. If it's your passion projects, if it's a friendship, if it's connection, if it's whatever it is, your high heart chakra is awakening. It could even be love. It could even be divine love. Maybe you were activated by divine love, but I'm hearing get some rose quartz and clear that high heart chakra for you and tap into your ecstatic bliss. The color that associates with the high heart chakra is pink. Okay, you know how there's two chakras in the heart space. There's the green and then there's the pink. So the pink one is the one that's for unconditional trust in yourself and forgiveness and compassion and joy and ecstasy. Okay, so there you are. Ben says, thank you. Thank you. I'm always, because I'm chef, all things said makes sense to you. Makes sense to me, you star. Well, I'm glad that makes sense to you. I'm so glad it resonates. There you go. I am grateful that that is something for you. Now, I think there was one more person who hopped on. Nettie P, could I have her? Okay. So Nettie, I'm just going to give this to you because it came through. You have Earth. Maybe you are an Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Maybe you love and care for Mama Gaia and planet Earth. Maybe you really want to help bring peace and harmony, nurturing nature to this earth. Let there be peace on earth. I just heard that song, right? Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. There you go. That's what I'm hearing for you. Okay, really beautiful, you guys. That was fun. I'm glad you enjoyed that, and I'm glad that those really. And if you like the chakras, I'm actually going to be I do daily divine messages from Spirit every morning. And right now, I am currently on the All Signs series. So this morning, we just had a really beautiful message for Aquarius. And we've done everything from between Cancer to Aquarius so far. So if you're any of those signs and you want to check it out, then you can subscribe to my channel. Thanks for giving this video a thumbs up, and then you can also hit the notification bell to be alerted whenever I do my daily divines. But my next series after this All Signs is going to be the chakras. So we're going to go through each chakra every day, pull some cards on ways that we can heal and best utilize and align with those chakras. And so I love that those came through. So if that resonates with you, definitely subscribe and make sure that you're a part of this next series. Okay. All right. So let's see what the Divine Feminine, actually I'm being told by Spirit to light some Palo Santo. We're almost running out. So good thing I just got some more. I'm going to clear this space, set the intention for today. May we have clear, concise, beautiful, positive messages for today. And may Spirit speak through me so that we can best utilize this energy in bringing through the highest vibrations to heal the heart of a woman and thus the soul of mankind, Tony, through conscious love. That is what my channel is about. That is what I Ask to pull the highest energies for conscious divine love in this collective and within ourselves. Amen. Ashe. Namaste. All right, Miss Beautiful Feminines. Disclosure, I do say she and he for feminine and masculine. However, feminine and masculine energy are all within us. We carry both energies, so it's really not a matter of if you identify as male, you know, boy or girl, man or woman. It is not a or they, or it doesn't. It's non-binary. Let's just say that. We all carry the collective feminine energy that is of our that is energy of itself. That's our conception. That's our thought. Our desires. That's our everything that's of non-physical, right? And then the masculine energy is of the physical, bringing it into the earth, into this existence. So this wanted to slip through, and I'm sorry, I'm over here kind of ignoring. I don't mean to ignore Instagram. I'm gonna move it over here so you can see it better. But I am live on Instagram as well. If you want to follow me over there, it is Princess Leah 888. That is moi. The feminine wanted to come through with this Knight of Pentacles. So some energy that wants to show up right now, and as we can prepare for this new moon in Cancer, is something of an offering that is filled with passion behind it. It is backed by passion with this Eight of Wands. Passion is, eights are of action, of clearing and cleansing and ending old cycles, beginning new cycles. You know, obviously the moon, the moonal, the moon and lunar, the moonal cycles are of ending and beginning. So this new moon in Cancer is about new cycles. So as we are moving into this new cycle, it's going to be backed by passion, right? That's that intuitive water sign of the Cancer. But then it's also coming with an offer, some offer of stability. This is actually kind of Taurus energy whenever I see it, because it's slow, it's steady, it takes forever to get to its destination and to make that offering. But when it offers, when it's there, when it provides, it is stable and loyal and committed. And with this Eight of Wands of being backed by passion, yeah, action, it's kind of almost like the wind. It kind of looks like the wind. You know how when you're just walking and the wind pushes you behind you and it makes you walk just a little faster, just to be like, all right, pick it up a little bit. That's what I'm feeling this energy is. So I love that. I really do. Making some moves here. Bottom of the deck showing up is the Six of Swords. You know, getting to calmer waters, right? Getting out of Dodge. Swords are also of communication. So there's a communication that wants to come through, an offering, and but needing to kind of wait until I'm hearing the dust settles, right? So maybe there has been some big changes or shifts, transitions, or maybe even upheaval that's happened in this feminine collective's world. And you know, six. So I'm hearing even the last 6 months, possibly, or 6 to 8 months. Maybe there was a lot of shifting that was going through, and it has brought a lot of I'm hearing like chaos to this feminine, and I'm hearing that wanting to wait to get to calmer waters so that this offer can be had, because it is precious and it is something that matters, and that's why it's taken so long to finally get here. You know, ending old cycles and beginning new cycles is not a, you know, for the faint or the weary. I mean, right? And we're in the year of 8, right? 2 plus 2 plus 4. 2024 is 8. So we're in this huge year of growth and ending and cutting out old cycles with the collective in South Node in Libra. That is clearing past karmic, past life, soul wounds out, generational wounds, and beginning a brand new life. I mean, this means getting to a new land, right? Um, Nettie P says, thank you. You're welcome. Sorry, I get a little bit sidetracked when I start channeling. So I'll try to stay in the chat. But yes. Oh, thank you, Rodolfo, for the like button. Y'all could give her a like button. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you for that shout out and that support. Rodolfo said, is it true that witches like cats? I don't know. I like cats. If you want to call me a witch, I guess I'm the good witch. And Dorothy, what is it? The good witch of the West? I don't remember. Or is that the wicked witch of the West? The East? I think she was on the East side. Yeah. Moving on up to the east side. I have no idea, but I do know that cats have a very, very intuitive grace about them. And in Egypt, the cats were worshipped, right, as they were part of that um, goddess kind of energy where they could tap in and tune in. And even with cats now, right, it's all feline, right? Even with cats with the purring, that is of something that actually carries the same frequency. You're getting me off tangent, but it has a vibrational frequency that actually matches the cry of a baby. Fun fact. And that helps soothe. So cats are probably one of the most emotionally intuitive animals. I mean, I know dogs are great, right? People say dogs are a man's best friend, and it depends on who you're talking about. But it definitely is kind of a matter of preference. But they're both very intuitive, and cats have that calming sensation. Hi, Mama Nia Makeda, Princess Reba here. Hello, Princess Reba. All right, tuning in. Love that. Love that you're here. Welcome on. That's my mom, you guys, Mama Nia. Mama Nia Makeda, aka Princess Reba. Tapping into that goddess within you. That's right. I'm feeling like I'm tapping into Miss Cleo right now. The psychic who used to always do all the ads and stuff. She had a little crystal ball. Or Miss Cleopatra. That's who I always tap into. That's my Egyptian entity. Aunt Catherine. That's right. Yes. The indicator said. And Ben said, "Yeah, I love my dog. He's B cuddle bear, big cuddle bear." Yeah, my cat's a pretty big cuddler too. Not a lot of cats. I got lucky with mine. He's very chill and he's large, but he's fluffy and he just is such a lover. So, whatever kind of animals make you calm and help and feel seen and as a companion for you, that's a companion for you. I see bottom of the deck here is the moon for the masculine. And there we are with this new moon. So what is the masculine energy going through? That's emotions. That's intuitive. Tapping into that insight. I always forget to look down the heart space. And look, we have this world card. This world card came through in the Aquarius reading today as well. And the tower. Wow, look at those two together. Powerful energy. So the heart space of the masculine collective right now is going through a great awakening, a great epiphany that's completing this old world cycle, right? The world is the final major arcana. And then of course it has the fixed signs. So Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo. Yeah, there is something that is creating a great catastrophe that is completely some sort of awakening, some sort of, what did we talk about with the feminine? that the last 6 to 8 months has been something that has really, I mean, the Six of Swords is right after the Five of Swords of battle, of war. So trying to get to that calmer waters, trying to, let the fog settle, let the dust settle, trying to get out of Dodge because things are just cray cray. Things are just cray cray right now. Tick all the right boxes, Ben says. Yes. Is that still about about your pets or pets? I think they do. But I'm hearing that there is definitely a huge awakening. Epiphanies or towers can be epiphanies. That can come from catastrophe. Sometimes we have to hit rock bottom in order to be able to have that spiritual awakening, that dark night of the soul. Sometimes it gives us clarity and opportunity. Sometimes if we're not, the spirit universe has a way to support us in ways that we may not understand, especially if we've been ignoring our intuition with that moon card that was at the bottom. Yeah, about the pets. Okay, good. Also, disclaimer, I forget what I'm talking about when I'm channeling it, when I'm having a human conversation. So thanks for reminding me. But there's no need to fret about that heart space masculine energy because you have a great opportunity coming from divine that is worth celebrating. It could be with your soul tribe. Maybe that catastrophe that happened, the tower moment, is what caused. Oh wow, looks beautiful. Is what caused this new celebration because of that new world. And look at this. It's interesting how it fell out this way, but we have a pair right out the bat, the King and Queen of Pentacles. They're the final King and Queen of the tarot. And it's interesting that the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse here. So you have stability. I always get Virgo energy with the Queen of Pentacles. She's always like, get your shit together, boo. That's what I always say. But I'm hearing maybe the masculine is feeling like his shit ain't together. But he also is trying to figure out, or maybe he's feeling like he's in this king space he has this excess of abundance. Interesting. It's interesting the way that this is showing up because every time I see this King of Pentacles, I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna try to make sure that the Instagram can see it too. But you see how this King of Pentacles, he's like literally like, I don't even know the word, like grown into, like he's been, I don't even know how to explain it. There's like moss covering all over him. It's like he's just been sitting there on this throne, trying to protect his throne, not wanting to leave what the familiar. So much so that it's caused him to just completely have this excessive overgrowth. And it's now he's like stuck. Now he's like stuck on this throne, trying so hard to protect. And maybe that's why this Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. Because it's like I'm trying to, let me sit with this for a second. Maybe we can get some clarification too. It's like he's trying to protect all of his abundance to the point where he now like can't even enjoy the abundance itself, right? You spend so much time working is what I'm hearing, like spending so much time working that you don't even get to enjoy the rewards of your labor is what I'm hearing. And so it's like now he's just like exhausted or tired all the time, or he's stuck to his throne, his chair, his work, his duties. So I'm hearing his duties. That it's taking him away from actually really feeling like he actually does have his stuff together. And it's preventing him from being able to be with his counterpart. right? This queen, they're a pair. They came out together. But it's almost like he doesn't feel like he has it together because he's so, I'm hearing just so caught up in the 3D of making sure that he looks like he has everything together, or making sure that he protects everything that he has, or he can't, almost like workaholism is what I'm hearing, like working so hard, obsessing to make sure you have everything, all your money and more money. And you never know on a rainy day, or you just, or an emergency, that you hoard all your money to the point where you literally like miss everything about life. Yeah, that's heavy. I do see the 9 of Cups here at the bottom, though. Let's clarify that King of Pentacles. The 9 of Cups at the bottom of that single kind of, I have everything that I need. Again, sitting by himself. I have everything that I need energy, but maybe he's trying to tap into the emotional. Yeah. Yep. I see the High Priestess wanting to come through. I see the Sun trying to come through. And then I see 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yep. With the cards to clarify the King of Pentacles, we have the look at this, 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands. So you might be seeing 4 masculine. Maybe you're seeing 44 or 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. That's with that 8 of Wands. I mean, but 4 is of stability, and Cancer, rules the 4th house. The 4th house governs Cancer, and so that's home. And this is very much very home-like energy. So I'm hearing that this masculine is just really wanting to, yeah, it's like he's in such a state of trying to make sure that his palace, his empire, his home is good, is stable, to the point where it's becoming excessive and a bit extreme. And it's actually like causing him to, you see how he's actually got armor on underneath all of that moss. And it's kind of causing him to miss out on the feminine of the counterpart, of really actually, and also what it actually means to have his shit together. What is success is what I'm hearing. This is almost like a reflection of success. Welcome on, new, if you're just joining. All like, please, thank you so much. Ben, Katie has great fates. Love that. Rise and shine, y'all. Welcome on. Oh, it's Kate. Sorry, Kate has great fate. Is this a general reading or TF, twin flame? So this is a collective reading for the divine feminine, masculine, the collective, and messages from spirit. I channel the highest vibrational frequencies of conscious love. So you could say, if that resonates with you, divine love. If twin flame resonates with you, that to me all is in the same house of divine love, of conscious love. So how we can heal the heart, right, of a woman and the soul of mankind through divine conscious love. That is what this reading is entailing, and it's about we're looking at the energies to look forward that we're tapping into for this new moon portal, for the new moon in Cancer on Friday. Yes, Kate has great faces. Nice, thank you. You are very welcome. Thank you for being here. Ben says it's 2 a.m. in UK, Wales. Well, did you hear that? Sound like a gunshot? That was actually fireworks, because it's almost Independence Day, so that means fireworks season out here in the U.S. So thank you for being up so late and enjoying this time. Boom, boom. Confirmation. So let's continue here. So when I'm seeing this 4, okay, so I'm hearing that the masculine needs, yeah, this is very much around love with this bottom of the deck with this 2 of cups underneath the queen. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at this pair. I haven't even gotten to this part. All right, hold on. Spirit says don't get too excited. So this masculine needs to rest, like hard, right? He is so caught up in making sure that everything at home is perfect, that he can't even focus on a counterpart because he just needs to work, 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 work. And he needs to make sure that his house is perfect. And he needs to make sure that, maybe he is trying to get his pentacles because there has been a great catastrophe. We did see that tower card down the middle when we were looking at the heart space. But Spirit is saying it's time to rest. Maybe that's why you're growing moss all over you as you're sitting on this throne trying to protect your home. It's time to rest so that you can celebrate this union. So you can celebrate, so you can have a good time, right? So that you can enjoy 11 gates to heaven is that 4 of wands, right? That is the acceleration, the ascension to your highest timeline. And look, when you have this here underneath to confirm, this is what happens when you rest. You need to rest. You need to meditate. I'm hearing this is very much kind of the retrograde energy because, like I said, well, we know Pluto's in retrograde going through the sign of Aquarius right now. We know that Neptune just went retrograde today through the sign of Pisces at its final. And Neptune is the slowest one that goes through its entire solar return. It takes 165 years for Neptune to get through an entire wheel. And it's at its final degree. And now it's just at the standstill because it's gone retrograde. Then we also have Saturn that just went retrograde on the 29th through the sign of Pisces too, I believe. So there's a lot of rest, recovery, restoration, relaxation, so that you can prepare. The 4 of Wands prepares you, or the 4 of Swords prepares you for the 5 of Swords, which is that battle. But I'm hearing prepare for this union, for this energy, for this connection, for this celebration, right? So it's time to rest, to seek wisdom, to seek radical acceptance, to understand the experiences that you've been through that maybe caused this kind of, breakage in this pair of the pentacles, the king and queen. But I love this so much. It's very beautiful because the sun is out, which means the truth is here and the truth will always set you free. And same with this high priestess. This card came out for Aquarius daily divine reading this morning. And so I always think maybe there are just the opposites, maybe there are differences in this connection between the counterparts. Maybe maybe it's trying to find the balance of the shadows and the light aspects. Maybe it's trying to understand your spiritual faith and connect with the divine or source creator so that you can really truly understand what it is, the truth that is within you. And what is the truth? This is the truth. This is what's underneath it, right? This is a lot of rest and I'm burping, so I'm releasing fear, right? When you burp, that's a kind of a shamanic release of fear, channeling. This masculine might have the initials B or J. Maybe there's different religious backgrounds. Maybe there are different cultural backgrounds. Maybe there are different skin tones, different, you know, statuses. Who knows? But all that all that this masculine does know that he doesn't see coming is that this is a divine union. This is a fated connection. Kate has great faith said, you say G. I was seeing the letters here on the High Priestess, the B and the J. I guess together kind of sounds like G. You know? Um, yeah, yeah. But this is what's interesting, you guys. LOL. I mean, but if you heard it, then there's a little message for you too. You know, take this and take the messages that are coming through from me and apply it as it resonates for you too, right? You might pick up on another message that I don't pick up on because that's a message from spirit to you. Look at underneath this Two of Cups, this fated divine connection. The King and Queen of Cups. So this is the second pair that we have coming out. Remember that catastrophe, that tower moment that we saw earlier in the heart? That awakened a whole new world. Epiphanies galore for this masculine. And that was this recognition, this emotional connection. There's so much love, emotional maturity, and forgiveness, and compassion, and gentleness, reciprocity. And underneath that, as I say, reciprocity is the Six of Pentacles, balancing the scales, the minor arcana of the Justice card, right? Giving back, give and take. This card, I always think of this prince who is, privileged and has like the King of Pentacles, has an excess amount. It's almost like he finally gets out of that chair, the bottom of the deck, right? What we don't see underneath all of this. He finally gets out of that chair. He cuts off all those vines that have tied him down to this throne here. And he goes out into the community and he gives back to the lesser fortunate as he recognizes that he has so much more abundance to give than he has ever realized, that he doesn't have to hoard it all in, that he doesn't have to keep it all to himself, that there is enough to give to the world, to give back. Maybe he's going to start doing some charity. I don't know. But that's some reciprocity there. Underneath that is the Star. Aquarius energy. Hope, you guys. So that's really beautiful. I mean, this and the Knight of Swords was underneath that. So there's there's a decision that's being made, and it's a swift action that wants to be had. Really beautiful, interesting. The masculine always comes out, wants to talk a lot, probably because masculines don't share a lot of emotional. The distorted masculine, has been taught in this society that you can't really express how you're truly feeling, your energy. You have to keep it all together, right? And so it's like, well, and I also asked for clarity, so thank you, masculine. Thank you, spirit. That's really beautiful, though. That was really beautiful. So thank you. Now I'm hearing, do we have time? We're at 45 minutes. Because I still want to get through the collective, what the collective is feeling, the merge of the divine masculine feminine together as one. What energy are we feeling? But I keep hearing now the feminine's like, well, I want to explain myself of what I'm passionate about sharing and offering. So let's see here. Let's just see what's underneath the swords, the Six of Swords. Yep, 6 and 7. Yep. We have the 6 and 7 of Wands. So waiting to get to calmer waters so that she can and stand in her truth. So she can speak in her truth. So she can not be distracted and be tempted by all these distractions. Kate has great faith said, yes, thank you. You're welcome. He said, I want to know what Fem's saying. You know, but this journey, this journey has been a journey. She stood up for so long of her truth. She stood against outside influences, negative, disempowering beliefs, distractions, temptations, and you know, that's what she's moving away from. That's the calmer water she's seeking, and it is wearisome. But listen, the Ten of Wands is completion, right? She's at the end of her journey of this burden. Now she can go. You see how she's so close to that home. She can go home, Cancer energy, right? Go home to lay her burdens down and end that cycle of constantly having to stand up on her own by herself, because that can be very, very tiresome. And she's trusting that the world is in her hands, that there is a thy rod and thy staff will comfort her regardless of where she decides to choose to take her next step. She's trusting and she's looking at the globe. Where in the world do I want to go? And she's looking back at what she has always wanted to do, what has always been emotionally that pure childhood, you know, emotional excitement, love. She's looking back and reflecting. That's really beautiful. And moving, trying to get out of her head about this, right? Trying to get out of her head of where those mental limitations are keeping her stuck from trusting in her decision, her choices. And what I love, look at this double ace. Yes. Double ace of the wands and the swords of divine clarity. You see this crown? She is clear on who she is. She's clear on the throne she's taking back. She's clear and positive on the royalty that she has encountered as a soul being in heaven and on earth, bringing that into and and spirit is helping clear that energy, renew that energy, so that you can have that divine intervention and clarity within your choice. And there's that Four of Swords, okay? Yeah, that Four of Swords. So she's going within to recover and walk away from what is no longer emotionally serving her anymore. Really beautiful. Cutting out all the karmic ties, cutting out all the addictions and you know, unhealthy habits. I don't know if that was a storm. Okay, that might have been thunder, or maybe that was the fireworks. I don't know. I'm just gonna give it fireworks since that's where we're at right now. So really beautiful, divine feminine. Now I see why. Now I see why you are ready to and trusting with the wind to push you forward and making this offer of stability, of loyalty. Really beautiful. This is beautiful energy, you guys. For both feminine and masculine. He knows. He knows he knows what he truly wants. He just needs to let go of this idea of who he has to be in this world, how he has to present himself, and not have to constantly protect so heavily. But maybe that's what he's been taught. But he knows that this is a soul fated divine connection. And it is a pair. We haven't had a pair of the same face in a long time. And the fact that we have the King and Queen of Pentacles and the King and Queen of Cups, that's just extremely beautiful. I just can't even. So love it. I'm keeping it out because I feel like it. So let's hear what the collective is about. Yeah. Also, just to give you a heads up, when I do my daily divine messages in the morning, even though I'm on the my All Signs series, after my Tea and Tarot Tuesday, I the next morning. Oh, it is a thunderstorm, you guys. I was not expecting this at all. Cool. All right, there are the angels fighting up in the ethers for us to protect over us. Look at that. But I do a recap of the Tea and Tarot um, conversation. And the way that my daily divines are placed is that you actually see the cards laid out. So I'll do a recap of everything and you can see the cards. Some people like to be able to see the cards a little bit better, and that gives them their, a little bit more clarity. Thank you. There's a lot of cards here for the collective. All right. Try not to make this a long one tonight. Um, So, yeah, so if that is something that interests you to be a part of or to want to see the cards as they unfold, and then also my daily divines are not as long as the Tea and Tarots because, obviously I'm unfolding them live right now. So if you want to be able to kind of look back on the strongest energies of it all, then, well, 1 minute, 1 second, guys. Then, yeah, tune in, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and that way you can know whenever I go live. Sorry, mom duty calls for just un momento. Let's get it here. All right. Gotta love summer schedules. Sure that goes through. Thank you, babe. Love you. Love you, same. All right, so let's look at this. Wow, we have a lot of beautiful feminine energy. The first two cards that come out of the deck for the collective here, the Empress and the High Priestess, the two divine feminines in the tarot. The High Priestess is the first original OG, right? You can't really see it because this really beautiful tarot deck is, I love their intricacies, but they're very light. So that's kind of cool. Wow. And I'm actually, the way that I'm seeing them connected to each other right now is it looks like the negative and positive um, aspect of like polarities, right? You see, like when you see, like, if you're developing film and it's like the negative, I don't even know what it's called because I don't do film, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like that negative aspect of the picture where you can only see the outline. And then here you can also see, like, it almost looks like heat vision or night vision where you only see the outline or based on heat. Anyway, I don't know why I'm seeing it that way, but I'm seeing it as like the opposite. So it's almost like the Empress and the High Priestess are coming in as not necessarily two different individual um, feminines, but almost like the like Black Moon Lilith feminine is what I'm hearing versus Juno divine feminine, where you have this polarity where the the Black Moon Lilith is of standing up for her rights, standing up for her pleasure, her power, and learning how to choose herself first, even if that means she gets casted out from quote unquote society, because of the fact that she wants to have that equal partnership, right? So I love this though, Empress and High Priestess. Second time coming out with that High Priestess with the Six of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. So this is, really reflecting on past life encounters. I'm hearing past life, you know, karma. Yeah, okay. Past life karma, past life love, soul, love, reincarnated. But the Five of Pentacles is also, being casted out for your uniqueness, or for not standing in status of what society wants from you. Maybe it's a community or a job or a friend group. Maybe it's people that you have devoted your life to, but have not been able to really be yourself around. And when you finally start to live in your authentic truth, right, then you get casted out. Hey, Lovey. Yeah, I am almost done. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. You want to come say hi to everyone? No. Okay. Sorry, guys. Mom life. He said, "Are you almost done?" I said, "Yes." He did not like that answer. I'm not sure what he means, if he got upset because I am almost done or he wants me to be done. But I'm going to try to wrap this up, okay? So, the Hangman and the Seven of Cups. So, really, this collective here is reflecting, looking at the world from a different perspective. And looking at, you see how he's looking at the options, looking at all of these cups, these options, these opportunities. And sometimes even the Seven of Cups can mean opportunities, but they can also mean, like the seven deadly sins, right? So he's kind of reflecting on which of these are poison, which of these are, opportunities, which of these are blessings, which of these are curses, which Kool-Aid do I want to drink? Really kind of shifting his perspective. Hangman also came out in the Aquarius reading today. So maybe you're an Aquarius, or maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius, or maybe you have Aquarius strong in your chart, or maybe you have a fourth house Aquarius for Cancer. I don't know. So if not, don't worry about it. If so, maybe you want to check out the Aquarius reading from this morning. So looking at these options, and trying to figure out which is the one that is the most valuable, studying what is the most valuable here. How do we want to plant this seed of opportunity, right? Because we have the Wheel of Fortune. I love this Wheel of Fortune card. It looks like it's actively moving. It looks like the wheel, that paint wheel. You splatter paint on it, right? And it looks really cool. This is what reminds me of it. And then I always see it when it comes out for the collective, that things are in motion. Things are moving. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is divine, fated, your destiny. And that is, the wheel is turning. You see the lightning flashes behind me. I was not expecting this thunderstorm at all. So this is kind of cool. Emotions, right? The water sign of Cancer. You gotta love it. So what I love about this is the final card here that came out is the Ace of Pentacles. There's some really beautiful grounding and divine opportunity that all you have to do is keep your hand out and open. Stay open is what I'm hearing. Gracious receptivity. Be grateful for every blessing that comes through. Be grateful for every opportunity, no matter how large or small. It's coming from divine, which means it is grand, right? It may have taken forever to get here, like the divine feminine, but we here though. And I love that. The wheels are turning. The wheels are turning for this beautiful divine, written in the stars, destiny. Really beautiful, collective. And I'm hearing that even though the collective is, and actually what I was going to say, and when I see at the bottom of the deck, I was going to say, I love how the collective is balancing the feminine qualities within. And then here's the Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Tempering, which means balancing, alchemizing, the masculine and feminine energies within us and within your own divine connection, right? You are one soul. So now it's time to merge as one soul that's taking all of the good, the bad, the ugly, and transmuting all of those, the transmuting the muck, right? Transmuting the I'm hearing the low vibrations into high vibrations or frequencies, but I'm hearing also transmuting it so that it can be balanced together. So think about the, a hot and cold cup, right? If they're carrying, let's look at this here, the King and Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. If the King has the hot cup, right, hot water, and then the Queen has a chalice of cold ice water, you know, maybe that's too cold for the Queen and it's too hot for the King. But when you merge them together, right, then you have warm water. And then you can take a bath in it. And look underneath that, merging four. Look at this, you guys. Four of Wands. That's union. Gates to heaven. Stability. Queen of Pentacles underneath that. Stability. Yeah. So there's a lot. I mean, with this High Priestess coming out twice as well, I love how the collective is confirming with what the Divine Feminine Masculine are feeling separately, but individually, I guess you could say. But they're one counterpart, right? They're one soul frequency. So, of course, they're going to mirror each other. But I love how the masculine, whether or not what gender you know, identify as, you are healing that heart of a woman, the heart of the feminine. You are tapping into that feminine quality within you to merge, to align. It's really beautiful. So, Spirit, what messages do you have here? Look at this, the universe. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. I mean, it's a joke with my mom. If she's still out here, Mama Dia Vacator. Thank you, Jennifer. The universe is actually the world card in this beautiful Akashic Starseed Tarot. This is really beautiful. We are tapping into a whole new portion of the universe. The universe is unfolding within us. Yes, yes, it is. Oh my goodness! And for the third time, we have the Four of Wands. Look at that. So this union is coming through, and you see how these are coming horizontally as opposed to the vertical Four of Wands, or even the diagonal Four of Wands. They're all different kinds of directions that are coming through. So I'm hearing, union doesn't have to look like, it doesn't have to come into fruition a certain way. Union doesn't have to come in vertically, linearly. It has to be like first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes baby in the baby carriage. It doesn't have to be, you know, sometimes it'll come through diagonally shooting from the left to the right. Sometimes it'll merge between frequencies and you come and you raise. All right, hold on. I see something and I'm like not explaining it well. Okay. Let's just show this real fast. Look at these. Oops, turn that around. Look at how all of these Four of Wands look different. This is what Spirit is saying is union will look different to everyone. And it'll come in differently at different times. But what you need to realize the most is that the first union that happens and occurs is within, right? When you merge your own feminine and masculine energy within, when you tap into your highest potential, your soul love, that frequency of conscious love, of your authentic power of who you are intended to be, you will inevitably align and attune with the same frequency as your counterpart, because your counterpart is the same frequency as you. And so instead of expecting it, that's why this hangman is here. That's why the high priestess is here, to reflect, to learn, to tap into her faith, his or her faith, their faith, to see that this will come together, and the union comes in, and the union starts with energy. Maybe that's why we have so much divine feminine energy here, that's so strong for the collective, because that connection will come into union through energy first. I hope this makes sense. Through energy first. And it might, you might have to ascend, which means, raise your vibrational frequency to get to a higher frequency, so you can attune to the higher frequency of love. And then you may have to move a little bit to the diagonal, so you're still moving, but you're moving to the left or to the right, but you're still ascending. And then once you get to that higher frequency, then you have to come merge. You're not plateauing, you are moving into each other. You hear what I'm saying? So that's why I like the number 8, because it is kind of like that infinity, where you have to eventually, you will come into that center connection, right? And that's that union. But until all the rest of the duration, you're moving diagonally, you're moving up, you're moving over to the side. So this is really beautiful. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down, because I'm channeling it from spirit. So I hope it's making sense for you. Let me know in the chats if it is. There may be times where you have to raise your vibration and go vertically upward, and then you have to move diagonally in order to still raise your vibration and reach to your highest potential. And then eventually you will then meet together in that in soul, as well as then in physical. And that's where this comes into fruition. That's where this comes into fruition. Emotional maturity and stability. That's what we're ascending towards. Okay, that's really beautiful. Like I said, I hope that makes sense to you guys. I hope it made sense. Really beautiful. Okay, so let's see, for time's sake, I'll do one card from Lemuria. Let's see what message does our Lemurian Galactic Council want to. Woo, flew right out. Wow, you guys, beautiful. We have the Violet Flame. Wow. The Violet Flame is the card of making sure that you stay balanced in your energy. I'm not making this up. You saw that fly out. You saw that. It's making sure that you are balanced no matter what kind of chaos is around you, no matter what kind of energy, no matter what your partner's energy or counterpart or your child's or your mom's or your dad's or your cat's, right? To stay centered, to stay balanced. And this is the card of also making sure you're taking up spiritual practices, because that's what's going to help you stay in permanent union energy, is clearing the outside negative kind of frequencies or distractions that might try to tell you that this is not real, or you're just in your head, or you're crazy, whatever the case might be, because this is a individualized journey that not many people who are not awakened for this to divine love, to conscious love, understands. So whether that's having a daily divine, if that means you need to come and tune in to my daily divine messages from spirit every day, That might help you stay balanced. I know it helps me stay balanced whenever I, channel them. That's why Spirit gave me the download to do that for my own spiritual, balancing as well. Or your daily, if you have daily devotions where you have something positive that you read every day. I do that as well before my daily divines so that I can tap into, my frequency from Spirit, my highest frequency, and I can stay attuned. If that means having sage and Palo Santo and incense and taking baths and Epsom salt and having your crystals, your chakra healing, so that you can stay connected and attuned and balanced to yourself, that's what's going to help you stay in this violet flame so you can withhold any kind of heat, pressure. Really beautiful. And there's a violet flame. I think it's actually like an actual a twin flame like poem or mantra that is called the Violet Flame. I think it's on. I have it posted in one of my stories on my Instagram. So this one wanted to come out, but relinquish the need to change others. Yeah, this one it didn't even want me to shuffle. It just didn't even want me to grab it. Relinquish the need to. I think this is very valid for today as well, actually. But this was actually the card that came out in Aquarius's reading. But when I went to shuffle just now, it fiddled with whatever you call it, kind of flopped in my hand. Real love is accepting other people the way that they are without trying to change them. This means that if we try to change them, this means that we really don't like them. It's easier to find someone who's already the way you want him or her to be instead of trying to change that person. So I love this, especially as we're talking about staying balanced, as we're talking about staying in union energy with these Four of Wands. 444, you might be seeing a lot of, right? As we're with the Temperance and the High Priestess and the Hangman, you know, we're really reflecting on the mirroring aspect of our partner, of our divine self soul that we are, but also of the, if you are, thinking of this and have a divine counterpart external to your divine counterpart, meaning the energy counterpart. If you consider yourself as a divine feminine, your divine masculine is the physical version of your divine masculine within, of your masculine energy within. If you are divine masculine, your divine feminine is the physical version of your feminine energy within, right? Because you're the same soul frequency. That's why it's important to stay aligned and also to not try to change anyone, try to change them to be who you want them to be, or try to change yourself to be who you think they want you to be. Real love, conscious love, divine love accepts, radical acceptance. That's High Priestess energy. Radically accepts regardless of the mistakes or the past or the imperfections that we carry. That's really beautiful. So remember that today. Remember that today and tomorrow. That's our immediate action step. Okay, that was the overall message for today. Do not make assumptions and relinquish the need to change others, especially your divine counterpart. If they're not showing up the way you want them to show up, I'm hearing this download for somebody. If they're not showing up the way you want them to show up, if they're not talking to you, texting you back, the way you want them to text you back, or immediately, or at all, if you're not able to see them and you want to, if they're not acting in a way that you want them to act, if they're not being the way you want them to be, do not try to guilt them into or manipulate them into being who you want them to be, because then it's not even authentic and you really don't love them for who they are if you're trying to have them fit into, you know, your box that you want checked off. Okay, that was very specific for someone. Just love them as they are, flaws and all. Look at things from a different perspective with this hangman energy. Look at it from a different perspective and maybe see where you can relate to them, understand them, or where they might be triggering you as a result of mirroring. Yeah. And beware of unconscious assumptions is that next agreement. Don't make assumptions. Yeah. So use this new moon energy in Cancer to really reflect on the intuition, your emotional needs. The moon meets your emotional needs. What is your moon sign, in fact? Because as we're in the new moon in the Cancer ruled by the moon, you should really take a look at what your moon sign is, because your moon sign is how you meet your emotional needs. So it will be different for many of you. It will be different for all of you, because this is how you make your new blueprints. This is how you make your new blueprints to the journey to wholeness. Might be seeing 33 for some of you. So let's get into some T formations. That's what I was pulling as we are ending this Tea and Tarot Tuesday. Thank you all for being here with me and enjoying this. I hope you are enjoying it. For those who are still sticking around, if you are tuning into this after this live and you are still here, thank you so much. If you haven't already done so, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And hit that notification bell if you want to stay a part of this beautiful, loving tribe. So I love that you're here. Let's get into it. Let your greatness show from your inner light. Now, I always try to show this to you guys, and it's blurry, but you will see it when I do my daily divine and show the cards tomorrow. Let your greatness show from your inner light. Yes, let your greatness show from your inner light. That is Empress and High Priestess energy. Yes. Actually, let me say this. I'm going to put that in the sun card with the masculine. I forgot that was here. Let your greatness show from your inner light. The plants have enough spirit to transform our limited vision. Rosemary Gladstar. Yes. The plants have enough spirit to transform our limited vision. I'm putting that on the hangman right there. Seeing life from the perspective of a plant, right? They don't rush. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished, right? But let that be this next one. I'm just kidding. But that's one of my favorite quotes. Beauty is not caused, it is. Emily Dickinson. Mm. That's Empress, the Empress energy all over it. Beauty is not caused, it is. The Empress is of reception. She sits and receives. That's how she manifests. She sits and she receives. You know, I was thinking about the lion and the lioness, right? When the lion is on the prowl to mate with his lioness, the lioness is not sitting there running and chasing after the lion. You know what she's doing? She's sitting there looking pretty. She's like, I'm just gonna enjoy my beauty, and I'm just gonna be here. I see you seeing me. I see you hiding in the bushes over there. You know, like she's just not even giving two ducks that this masculine has been sweating for weeks trying to talk to this this lioness. She's just like, you come when you're ready, and when you come when you're ready, you let me know because I'll be ready. Okay. Okay. Um, so that's how I'm feeling right now with that Empress energy. Beauty is not caused, it is. And then our final Tea and Tarot message tonight, only a few of the messages because the cards wanted to speak a lot, is relate. I love this. Relate to your greatness and not to your weaknesses. Relate to your greatness and not to your weaknesses. Yes. I want to say I feel that with that violet flame, but I also feel that with that's high priestess energy for me because high priestess is radical acceptance. Relating, seeing all of the experiences in the past and turning them into wisdom and faith and courage and beauty. Really beautiful. I love that so much. You guys, that is the conclusion of this Tea and Tarot Tuesday. We are rewriting new blueprints. Don't you forget it. Number 38 reduces to 11. That's another ascension number. We're rising to this new blueprint, to our journey to wholeness. Number 33 underneath that. Okay? So don't forget how beautiful you are. Don't forget what kind of journey is destined for you. The wheels are moving. You have a lot to offer, and Spirit is here to guide, to protect, to encourage, to support, to grow, and to bring you into this union that is divinely fated and destined and waiting for you. All you have to do is just release the doubts and the fears. Be aware of unconscious assumptions that this is not possible because it is in the stars for you and the wheels are already moving your way. So take the time to rest, to relax, to reflect during all of these retrogrades right now with these planets, and just be. Just be. All right. That's it. Like I said, if you haven't done so, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. We're almost at 111 likes, you guys. I think we're like 5 subscriptions. So I got my little tribe. We're making it happen. We're trying to build here. We got to start somewhere with one step at a time, right? Little building blocks at a time. And we are healing the hearts of a woman and the soul of mankind, one subscriber at a time. I'm just kidding. So if you do subscribe, I do have this fun little giveaway going on right now for once we reach 111. The path is wide open. Is the 111 number energy. So when we do reach that, if you would like, I'm giving a giveaway for a free tea and tarot reading. So if you would like to participate and be a part of that, just comment in the comments on any of the this tea and tarot reading or the last, I think the last two is when I started it, and just put your favorite tea. Or if you don't like tea, then then I guess you don't necessarily have to have the tea if you're reading, but give it to somebody else who likes tea. Put your favorite emoji and hashtag 111, and then I will draw once we reach 111 from the winner, and then I will be so glad and delighted and honored to pull some personal reading messages from Spirit for you. So if this resonated, if I connected with you, if you were able to resonate with me, then I would be honored. So thank you so much for being here. And until next time, you all, the light within me loves, honors, appreciates, and just absolutely adores the light within you. Namaste. Peace and love. Bye.